So, hello again and back. Welcome back to some more Disco Elysium. So, I was thinking that I should look this through better because after all there's so many quests that I haven't even looked into really at all. It's also of course lots of different stuff here that I could always try again at some point, which are white sex and which are black sex. I don't know. Can I try that again? Um but yeah, we'll see. We shall see. These are wound white checks. Those on white are available to try right now. So yeah, these are four that I can't at the moment try because I've tried them too recently. But then there's plenty of those that I could try right now. So I could go back to them. I guess that's indeed the nice thing that I can see from here properly which things are available at which times. Okay, let's just go through this. So first of all, there was to find smokes and smoke them, find booze, which I both probably won't do. Pay for damages would be you need to pay for the damages you caused in the whirling in rags, and ask your station for additional funds. I may try to do this still before the day ends, considering we don't apparently have a home. I was expecting to actually be able to go and say that, hey, I have a home. I can go there to sleep. I don't need to be asking for funds, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So then also this, who made the call reporting the crime? We haven't been able to find that out yet. So someone reported the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light onto the evidence. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. And yeah, we called Sylvie, but she didn't make the call. Keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. It definitely might. Then track down your patch. It's unclear how should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen, maybe. And track down your freaking gun. Someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe district authority, like someone high up in the union, or someone local who saw you with it before you passed out. The Whirling's absent bartender. You could also ask the local pawn shop. Find any information you can on the gun. The reason that I wasn't looking that much into this was that I really wanted to try to get that freaking body down. I wanted to prioritize that. But that's a very long track to get into that. Again, get a reality lockdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated, apparently. Then who put the clothes in the trash? The victim's clothes, I didn't notice to ask Kuno yet about it. The victim's clothes were in the trash container out back, neatly folded. Who could have put them there and why? Only the Whirling staff was supposed to have the key. And then ask Kuno if he knows anything. Ask Carte. That I did. Who else has unauthorized access to Whirling's dress? Find this person and you'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. And where is the rest of the armor? The handman's armor seems to be missing. Find out what happened to it. The kid throwing rocks at the corpse seems to be a good place to start. Ask him about the body first. So I forgot to look again on asking these things because I didn't see immediately something that I could ask, but I guess I should have gone first to the point where I could actually be asking questions about the body, regarding the body from Kuno. And I can do it after we get out of here or go back. It's not like we can't get the body down first. Then the victim statues, you have a photo of the hangman statues. Ask around about the tattoo's possible meaning. Ask him to tell you about the case. This is also something that I didn't want to do first because I was like, well, we're pretending to be a cop that actually knows what we're doing, but at this moment we could definitely do that because it's kind of clear that we have forgotten everything. It's just like from different situations come across that, yep, we actually have no idea about anything. So I might be doing that first here. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forgot the briefing, though, and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him about the case. Getting the body down. This is the thing that we've been trying to do. Somehow make it so that the bloated body isn't up there anymore. Shoot it down or ask for help. Do something. You're a cop. Find out who is the union box. Unruly union men gather in the mess hall of the Whirling in Racks. I need to check that at some point too. They're not there today, but most likely they'll eventually show up. Keep an eye out for them. Then explore the Whirling's secret passages. That goddamn blue door. I have no idea how to get there though. replace the lost pole that I got. Damn it, went and threw into the freaking water. And then ask Rene about the photo. Now that we got the photo last time around in here. Then I can check the done quest, and I'll list a little bit more done quests now. So raise Enigma even. I even did that one. Also, I noticed that we have here our officer profile now. I didn't notice it in a long time. Our name is unknown and our rank is unknown, but we can see that we are indeed a story cop. We are a lot more communist than fascist or moralist apparently, and we're definitely good cop, bad cop. I guess 6 is probably positive, no honor, but then also we found out these statistics. So we have people killed 3, years of service have been 18 years, and overall we have 216 cases solved. So they were pretty good statistics. And I am okay with the stuff that I have here, but I do definitely need to next time check if I could buy one of these slots. Because yeah, I assume that it, just like forgetting, does need a point from here. Which does suck nonetheless, because really, like, there's so many thoughts that I would want to go through. I want to do this so that we may be able to stop drinking. I would definitely want to do this too. And then, well, this is the last one that I might try to do at some point. Definitely just not yet. But yeah, plenty of stuff I would like to be able to do. An accomplice. There's the photo of a happy couple. Yep, there they are. A lot happier. And postcard Ledger Teen 21. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river, a little more than a decade after the war. The eastern banks is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Apparently so. Okay, let's talk first. Then we need to hurry. Well, I definitely can't really do this very well yet. Tell me about the case again. What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing other than what we've already discovered so far together. Oh, yes, the case brief you missed. Now I remember. He opens his notes. Brief, yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the Elysium emergency desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the whirling in Rack's hostel cafeteria. The getaway had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the words lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the debt as part of this dispute. Why didn't we know anything about the caller? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. Really didn't want to get found out. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves indeed? There's strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what seems as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now, it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Hold on. And the RCM is... I know what the RCM is, though. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. Level up. Yay! That's right. Would you say this is a mysterious case? The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. No, it's not particularly mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. sexy. Well, I don't think that. White male in his 40s. What more do you need that it would be mysterious, you mean? I'm relieved that you agree, he says, then pauses. That no need for anything more. He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular. That doesn't have to be something amazing and spectacular. It is a measure of a 40-year-old. What more do you need? It doesn't need to be more mysterious. Is there anything else? You look like you were about to say something. Do you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now for some reason. I do understand that. Like, I don't feel that all the pieces that we found thus far fit completely either. I know exactly what you mean. The lieutenant nods. It will turn into quite the puzzle, yet I am afraid. Indeed. I guess I can ask this still and see if there's anything else I should ask. Can we go over the preliminary info again? You mean like a brief? Well, just tell me this stuff. Well, wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. And then indeed the caller. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Well, fine, hold on. And the RCM is... And that's us. The Revanchal Citizen Militia, where the police is in the city. Yeah, I understand everything now. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. Yes. Actually, I have all I need for now. Good. The lieutenant nods. I guess I should tell this now to you, but it's kind of already clear. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. No response, he just arches his brow. I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Empathy, easy success. There is a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. But I am completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? Task gained. Fine, we should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 21:00. If you're still having trouble, then I can give you an orientation. Okay, thank you. And is there something wrong with personal affairs? Not a fan, it's just the nature of latency. Wow, I actually succeeded in an encyclopedia check. The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this. So, well, probably the case. What should I concentrate on? Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Okay, fine, let it be. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is the relief. Okay, forget it then. A moment passes, the lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist. That seems like such a weird question, but okay, nothing. So yeah, I could level up in here, and I did get a new task. End of the day brief with Kim. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the Whirling Ranks balcony after 22:00 when you're calling it a day. Okay. And then yeah, okay, I can unlock it now. Okay, spend 1 skill point to unlock the new slot. Yes, unfortunately yes, even though I would love to so put a lot of skill points into here too, but can't really help it. Just don't have enough points for everything. Should I then start working on this? This does take such a long time that I kind of feel like doing this first, even if I would love to get this too when this would come up so soon. But let's start working on this goddamn thing, because this will take such a long time to try to work through. So we're getting Wasteland of Reality, at least for a little bit. It does give the -2 to physical instrument, but okay. So problem was, it has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic and that it's sickness and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly tracking on the ground, your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they are right. Anything's better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit? I wonder if that's actually going to be possible though. I can't go into here though. And I see that there's something in here. I wonder just how to get to that stuff. Well, I guess I would have to find some other way to do that. That's all one and the same place at the very least. So yeah, I think the only way that I can go down from here is from this direction. I think. It seems to be the case. White pine trees are printed onto the screen cover. It looks like a forest under snow. Of course, there's one thing that I should maybe try to do. As in, there was the phone food there, so they said that they wouldn't allow me to sleep in the inn anymore for this night if I can't pay the debt. So maybe I can use this phone which was here to quickly call there. Maybe I can try, I guess. 10 cents isn't at least that much. So sure. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. Okay. Okay, that's not going to be really helpful, but sure, I guess I might as well try once when I put the freaking 10 cents in there. 28%. Little bit of a bonus from the long way home, but that's not exactly great, no. Did I get, like, I guess I'm getting some little bonuses to our interfacing, but yeah, but I'm not getting it any better anyway, so sure, let's try it. And what a surprise, it fails. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now your fingers just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Useful patterns? Undoubtedly no. I might try this again later. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. It sure is. Fine. Well, I tried it. I tried my best. But yeah, the only problem is that I really feel a little bit like problem situation in a sense that I feel that there's so much I should do still before the day ends. And I'm now in here, and he said that he would open the doorway only once, so if I now would turn away, that would suck. I wonder where I could get the pack, which I could collect some bottles into, to get some more money from. That's all the way over there. What's this then? More than enough to please a woman, apparently there, with probably measure heads one woman. Crane control panel, a rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Allumer and Éteindre are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumer on, Éteindre off. Allumer means on, Éteindre off. Sure, on. So loud. I guess it will be out of our way now. Well, maybe there's something nice there. I don't know if I trust this, but sure. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. And with a surprisingly quiet tongue, the crane places the container down. Challenging success. This crane was built with a purpose which has now been fulfilled, to move this container. So what's inside the container? Who can say? All you know is it's special. I can't see how that was worth the ruckus. He looks at the crate, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying. Yes, at least it was satisfying for both of us. So, that's okay. Well, we can get to this, which we wouldn't have been able to get otherwise, so there's that good side. I think we wouldn't have been able to get there otherwise. You see faded industrial letters on the platform, Kvalsund. Kvalsund means Whale Fjord in Arden, okay? A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. Cargo container door. Before you stand a cargo container, just one of many in the yard. Kim, I think there's something about this container. You do, because I don't. Why? What? Why not? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? It was hanging from the crane. You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with the cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers. We're here to get the body down from the tree. Open the door. You attempt to turn the handle to no avail. The door seems to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Knock on the door. No reply. Huh. Of course, I would have the freaking pry bar, I guess, possibly. I don't know if that helps me somehow. Guess not. I don't open it though. Fine. Fine. Not able to open it for now anyways. Okay, to get the body down. Not a lot of ways to go, which is kind of good. Maybe this area isn't that long. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The crate machines are sleeping. Well, because there's a riot and people can't work. Why would anyone leave money behind though? Is my question. It's important. Fall Ultra Series clothes, Half-Life. Well, I'll take them, but I like my clothes that I have already. This speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Yes, I would have new clothes if I would want to be using these Half-Life ones. Not sure I do, but it's nice to have them. Industrial-sized thermoses smell like burnt coffee. Okay, some more cash. Since container. The banner sucks under the weight of rain and snow, white waves on the red. Hey you, man.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. What a surprise. I wouldn't have guessed. The accent is so thick it's impossible not to notice he's Upi, from the vanishing peninsula of Upisund, sick, on Mundi.
Container, used to be Walpines. Container, now belongs to Everett.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Hi.
Everett, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
He smiles. The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an asshole for no apparent reason.
I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
I understand that. So what are you doing with the containers? Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. He waves the container towering behind him. Okay, let's try this. Easy. Logic, what's going on here? Look at the mountains of containers rising behind him. Please succeed. Yes! The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and mountain rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There is a lot of red. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers? No, not really, he shrugs and continues merrily. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things, says I go and tell them to everyone. This looks like a massive redecoration operation game. Yes, they're hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debartiers Union logo on them. Thanks, Leo, you've been very helpful. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all, the little guy affirms merrily. You're an Upi, right? Oh, yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mom had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent, took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Upis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I came from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors. I understand. Thank you for clarifying that, sir. So, where is everyone? The harbor is empty. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. We're on a strike, the whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on a strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now. So, no one is working. Not everyone is down there, of course, he chuckles. Mr. Everett is in his office, where he always is, and John Luke is guarding the gate. He pauses to think. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken double, and Everett sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so. He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. He smiles and leans closer. Him and his boys stirred something up in town, probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. I'm kind of suspicious about the idea that they have something to do with the murder. Medium success. Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow. I won't. Definitely wasn't planning to. But what did they actually do? I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details, just how boys are, just, you know. Another chuckle. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school. Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties. He looks to you for assistance. Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into. I think that would shut him up pretty well. I remember I was the runt of the class, he laughs merrily. The bigger boys always used to pick on me, you see. I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. He chuckles again. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. The little guy starts coughing. You are never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everett has a brother called Edgar and he helped Leo. Well, we got some information. Do you work here? Edgar and he helped Leo. Yes, everybody needs a job and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way, Leonard Pilek, but everyone calls me Leo. The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. He chuckles. Actually, Miss Beautiful is the right-hand man, but she's a lady. A good-hearted chuckle again. Who is this Miss Purefoot? The lieutenant looks up at Leo. A real pretty lady with a skin like those dogs who suck candy bars my missions like so much. Them real nice to suckle on, and once the dinner is done and me and the missions sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am. Stay on this Miss Purefoot topic. This is my volition. Hold on, who's this Miss Purefoot you mentioned? Oh, Lizzie, she's a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back she was all fancy and lawyerly. So she's a lawyer? But you see, she's a real nice girl, grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes. He goes on, if me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her, but she can't have kids. I can understand that that would be a sad subject. Turtle Emir said so, and she knows about such things. Being a doctor for almost 50 years, she has. He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo. Yes, this place really seems to run like a clockwork. Keep it up, Leo. The lieutenant smiles at the little man. Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. You didn't think this was possible, but the smile becomes even wider. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here, but you guys are all right. The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners? Oh, yes, he replies excitedly. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the poached. Okay, what was that about the poached? Oh, yes, I've been taking special whirling poached to the men every day since the strike started. The little guy chuckles merrily. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. He shakes his head with a wide smile. I feel like I could take on Mr. Reynolds' board dogs every time the lunch is done. Power poached, huh? Never heard of a poach that turns little guys into dog fighters. I'll go, however. What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking? Yes, I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits, makes you all warm inside. They brew it into the whirling racks. Hold up, who makes it at the whirling? I don't want to have that task. That's it, I just wanted to know who wrote the note. I don't need to know that. Oh, I did, mister. He chuckles again. Yes, I did. What's in the container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm, or not anymore. Oh, that one. He looks at the container. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Told you. Told you. I'm looking for the leader of the Dockworks Union. Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this neighborhood, he coughs and continues immediately. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Maid Martin is what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Patience, deep down, you have a mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do. Do not interrupt Leonard. Had an arithmetic teacher, Miss Pellows. Leo lets out a little chuckle. Her real name was Miss Bellum. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, he starts laughing. All the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. He winks at you. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Mrs. Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister. He looks for signs of disbelief in your eyes. Don't say anything. He keeps nodding and looking at you with a smile that's too sincere to be clever. Finally, he seems to lose some internal struggle and adds, then was naked too. That's all I got to say about that. Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the full thing. Gained experience. Thank you. Almost forgot Mr. Everett is in that container over there. Leo points to his left. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there. Okay, I'm off. I gotta go. Time waits no one. Bye bye now. He returns to his work. How much experience do I have? 15. I need so much stuff for everything. To be continued with Kira Rusha next time in Disco Elysium. See you all then.